Now in 1982, the East Coast Crips will become local stars when they will be featured in Michael Jackson's Beat It video.
Oh yeah?
This would bring more spotlight to the East Coast Crips. Now the 8-9 East Coast were extremely active, and Lil Neckbone, at the age of 16, will end up catching his first case.
This nigga Mike was a real gangster one. Michael Jackson was a real gang, and I know I'm stopping and going, y'all, but this one right here is a good one. So the East Coast Crips, bro, they were featured in Michael Jackson's Beat It video, bro. That's dope, bro. That's dope, dog. YouTube! It's that word, man. What y'all on, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, man. I go by Dumb. This your first time tapping in, man. I appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you for tapping in with me, bro. So, we got a new video, man. Welcome back to the second reaction channel, man. Go ahead and put it up, man. Y'all know how we get down, man. I think we back in LA, man. Shout out my dog, Boys in the Hood TV, man. That's just what I've been on lately, man. I've been on that Boys in the Hood TV, man. Yes, sir. So, where we at? Yeah, we tapping into this one right here, man. Let's get it.
AKA.
Man, what going on, man? Anyway, y'all, how y'all feeling, man? It's Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. You know what I mean? Oh, it ain't Saturday, it's Friday, man. I didn't have to go to my 9 to 5 today. Happy Juneteenth to you guys, man. Make sure you do something special today, man. You know what I mean? This the day that we got our independence for sure. So make sure you're doing something special. And any other races, y'all can celebrate it too, man. Y'all can get busy. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, who cooking on that grill? Let me know in the comment section down below. You feel me? But we got to tap into this, man. We in LA. We in Cali today, man. And as y'all can see, we're going to talk about an 8-9 East Coast Crip who was shot and killed by his own homie. His own folk. What they say? It be your own folk. You feel me? Y'all know Jesus folk the one who put him on the cross now. Y'all know that? Yeah, Jesus' own folk put him on the cross. Crazy, but yeah, let's tap into it, man. Let's see what's going on. Shout out Boys in the Hood TV. Y'all make sure y'all sub him up, man. And make sure y'all sub this. You feel me? Let's go.
Welcome to Boys in the Hood TV. Today we're going to be discussing the life of Lil Neckbone from 8-9 East Coast.
Lil Neckbone. They named that nigga cool. Lil Neckbone, but it ain't nothing tender about me. Don't get it messed up, my boy.
Crips and how he would lose his life after returning back to his old hood. Ronald Givens, aka Lil Neckbone, or Neckbone Deuce, was born on March 3rd, 1970 in Los Angeles, California. Neckbone would be raised on the east side of South LA in the notorious 8-9 East Coast Crips neighborhood. Now the 8-9s are an African-American street gang whose hood sits on 89th Street and Compton Avenue in the Firestone and Florence district. Now the 8-9s are a part of the East Coast Crips Alliance. And the East Coast Crips started back way in the early 70s and will become one of the deadliest Crips gang in the city of LA. Now the 8-9s are known to be for...
Hey man, like LA, let me know, bro. Why is it so many Crip gangs? Like why you just can't have a Crip and a Blood? You know what I'm saying? Crip and the Blood, GD or Vice Lord, BD. Like what? Like in LA, bro, it's so many. Hey, what set you from, cuz? So if I'm in LA, right, and they say, what set you from, cuz? I can't say I'm Crippin', cuz. I just can't. What they gonna be like? What? Nah, cuz. What Crip? Like it's so confusing, bro. Like how y'all keep up with all this?
With gangs like Mad Swans, Family Swans, Nine Deuce Bebop, Avalons, and the Kitchen Crips.
Kitchen Crips.
Now as a kid, Neckbone would attend Russell Elementary School. But as he got older, he would see the gang violence firsthand in his neighborhood. And it would only be a matter of time that he would get his put on to the set. By the early 1980s, Lil Neckbone would be active in the streets, getting his nickname after Big Neckbone.
Big Neckbone.
Now the 80s were one of the most dangerous times in LA to be a gang member.
Kill to be killed, that's all it is. They come through here, blast me back.
Okay.
If I get killed, this is one nigga gone.
Shit, no. Oh. But I don't think like that, bro. No. Hell no. If I get killed, I just another nigga gone. No, sir, buddy, man. No, bro. Bro, you ain't got to live like that, bro. Like, bro, your life matter, bro. You feel me? Like, I think somebody need to go to LA. It ain't gonna be me, cause I ain't, no, hell no. But somebody with a little, it can't be Whack 100 either. They don't give a damn. It gotta be somebody with a little status. Somebody who can like, I think Nip was on his way, bro. But you know, Nip got killed by one of his homies. But somebody gotta tell these folks, like this right here was back in the 80s they was thinking like this, bro. So I can only imagine how they thinking now. Like somebody gotta tell these people, no, bro, your life matter, gang. If something happen to you, bro, it's not just gonna be another N-word gone, bro. Like people are gonna hurt, we gonna hurt, bro. So now I see why all the killing go on. Like people who doing the killing, they already know they might get killed. That just ain't no good way to live, Mark.
One nigga gone.
And the East Coast Crips were involved in numerous murders, shootings, robberies, and drug dealings. One incident in 1981, the East Coast Crips accused of shooting at the Hoovers, killing one teen, and shooting.
God darn Hoovers, boy. You gonna always hear about the Hoovers. I don't care, bro. I can react to about 3-4 of these, bro. Out of 3 or 4 of them, 3 of them, the Hoovers. So a Hoover gonna be mentioned. I'm starting to think the Hoovers might be a big deal in LA, man. What it do? Let me know in the chat.
The other one in the mouth. Now in 1982, the East Coast Crips will become local stars when they will be featured in Michael Jackson's Beat It video.
Oh yeah.
This will bring more spotlight to the East Coast Crips. Now the 8-9 East Coast were extremely active, and Lil Neckbone, at the age of 16, will end up catching his first case.
This nigga Mike was a real gangster one. Michael Jackson was a real gang, and I know I'm stopping it going, y'all. But this one right here's a good one. So the East Coast Crips, bro, they were featured in Michael Jackson's Beat It video, bro. That's dope, bro. That's dope, dog. I mean, I just saw the movie, and in the movie, he got the vision from, he saw gang violence, and he went to the hood to get them. But I ain't know, like, so he did that for real? Like these were real gangsters in the Beat It video, bro? Hold on, folks. We gotta go back to that video now, bro. We gotta go back to that video, bro. Hold on, folks. Hold on, y'all. We gotta go back to that video, bro. Alright, y'all. Let's see.
The moment she stepped in,
Hey, I know I ain't got premium now.
she had all the power and space to live a life I might.
And it said 1 month free, and I said, no thank you. If you want me to have premium, you get it for me. Where they at, Cole? Where the Crips at? That ain't no Crip. Dang, there they go, cuz. So these boys right here, these are real gang members, bro. These are real gang members right here. Shout out Mike, bro. Man, Mike gonna forever be the GOAT, bro. Mike gonna forever be the GOAT for sure, bro. That's crazy work, bro.
Michael Jackson's Beat It video. This will bring more spotlight to the East Coast Crips. Now the 8-9 East Coast were extremely active, and Lil Neckbone, at the age of 16, will end up catching his first case in 1986. He'll be accused of pistol whipping somebody, but it wouldn't be until January 1987 when he would be arrested. He'll be charged with a concealed firearm and 2 counts of assault with the firearm. Now he will spend some time in YA, but 7 months later, he will be released. Now that same year, 8-9 and the 7-6.
No, bro. These boy got Mike crippin', man. Mike was crippin', man. Shout out MJ the GOAT, man. Nah, bro. This crazy work, bro.
East Coast Crips will be featured yet again in another Michael Jackson video. This will be The Way You Make Me Feel. Now this spotlight for the 8-9s.
These niggas were killing in the daytime and at night. The way you make me feel. Man, shout out to Mike for going back to the hood, man. Getting these boys to be in this video. That's dope, bro. I didn't know that, bro. That's dope, bro.
Will continue to happen. The following year, the 8-9 East Coast Crips, along with the 7-6s, will be featured in the Hollywood film called Colors that will debut in 1989. J-Bone and Bear from the East Coast will make their on-screen debut with small minor roles.
That's dope.
And by the time the 90s hit, Lil Neckbone was still frontlining as an 8-9 East Coast Crip. And at this point in time, the gang violence in California, specifically LA, had only gotten worse since the 80s. And Neckbone would find himself going in and out of jail on different offenses. But at the same time, he would be one of the most solid and respected 8-9s from the set. But only a few years later into the 90s, things would start to change for Lil Neckbone having his firstborn son. With this happening, this would lead to Neckbone being a little bit more cautious how he made his moves throughout the city of LA. But like many gang members, the streets are the streets and they don't change for anybody, and one false move could be deadly.
For sure.
A few years will go by,
For sure.
and Neckbone will have another son. But in the midst of all the gang violence and his growing family, Neckbone will continue to hustle in the streets to provide and take care of his kids. Now in the 90s, he would lose a lot of homies to the streets. But like many other gang members out in the city, Neckbone would find himself behind bars.
Every
Now,
time,
early
boy.
2001,
Every time.
Neckbone would lose one of his closest homies from 8-9 named J-Bone. Now at the time,
Neckbone and J-Bone. Splash Brothers. Oh, for sure.
there was an internal beef between 7-6 and the 8-9s. And it's believed that J-Bone went into 7-6 hood to try to dead the beef. But sadly, he would be shot and killed on 7-6's block.
That messed
Now, no
up,
one
bro.
was ever arrested for his murder. Now, eventually, once freed, Neckbone would start to focus more on his kids than being in the streets. He would eventually go on to get him a job working at an oil refinery. Now, throughout the years, Neckbone would still hang around with his homies in the neighborhood so very often. But sadly, like a lot of OGs, it's hard to leave the streets alone. And in the summer of 2011, the one thing that Neckbone tried to avoid came knocking. On June 9th, 2011, Neckbone will be back on 89th Street at around
Yeah, they got a pool. This what they hood? That's a pool, ain't it?
4 a.m. Neckbone, while outside, will be shot and killed by one of his own homies. Police would arrive at the scene to find Neckbone's body. Now, there are a lot of different speculations on why this took place, but regardless, Lil Neckbone would lose his life to the streets.
He got killed June 9th. And I was like half asleep, and then he was like, "Thank you for giving me a second chance. I'm gonna get my life together and I'm coming back home." And I was mad because I didn't get a chance to really get that full moment because he was about to transition. And my mom, she came around, she told me. As soon as she told me that, nigga, my heart dropped. Went to the scene, seen my father there on the scene, man. It fucked me up. Still miss him to this day. Like, sometimes I could even smell that nigga cologne or like, I could hear his voice. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, y'all see, man. I want y'all to. I'm gonna replay this because I want the jits. Everybody to hear what this boy is saying about his pop, bro. He lost his pop, bro. You feel me? Like, listen to what he's saying. Like, you can hear the pain, bro.
Will lose it.
Listen, bro.
he got killed June 9th. And I was like half asleep, and then he was like, "Thank you for giving me a second chance. I'm gonna get my life together and I'm coming back home." And I was mad because I didn't get a chance to really get that full moment because he was about to transition. And my mom, she came around, she told me. As soon as she told me that, nigga, my heart dropped. Went to the scene, seen my father there on the scene, man. It fucked me up. Still miss him to this day. Like, sometimes I could even smell that nigga cologne or like, I could hear his voice. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's crazy, man. Gang say he can smell hip hop cologne, bro. Like, that's what you left with when you choose the streets, bro. And it's nothing against nothing because I do believe that Neckbone probably was trying to get out the street so he could have a relationship with his kids and provide a better life for his family. Because as a man, bro, that's really like our ultimate goal is to provide. You know what I'm saying? To provide a crazy lifestyle for our family, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's our goal. So I can only imagine that Neckbone, he was probably finna get his life together, bro. But the thing about get back, that get back, boy, that get back ain't got no time frame. Get back ain't got no time limit, and get back come with time. So you don't even never know. Neckbone probably put in a little work, bro. And then somebody else probably lost their dad. And then they said Neckbone killed your dad. So he probably grew up. I'm gonna get that nigga Neckbone, bro. You feel me? Like you don't ever know. I ain't saying that's what happened, but you just don't ever know, bro. Like, so point blank period, bro. The streets, it ain't good for nobody, man. Like, we could say get out the streets, but that don't matter. So we gotta basically be proactive instead of reactive. We gotta be proactive, and we gotta say, don't even jump in the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a product of your environment, bro. Be a product from your environment, bro. You feel me? Straight up, ma. You did. Anyway, though, gang, y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, though, folk, in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to sub up. After you sub up, make sure you rank up. After you ring the bell, make sure you hit all, because I don't want y'all to be missing none of these bangers for you. Smell me? Ma life or no life. Ma well no way, now we coming. OT, I'm going to get it out the mud every single day. I go by Don. I love y'all, but God love you more than me, so make sure you tap in with him. Catch y'all tomorrow, folks. Happy Juneteenth, though. Let's get it. Gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap, too. I say my trap doing numbers, I just bust another jewel, got a player around the corner, hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer, got a quarter pound on me, hey. The trap doing numbers.